Yes, Sports TV. Yes, I'm chilling here with my person. Because this interview, na gist with the con gist. Not be say with the interview, they want to rub mine. You don't understand. My person with this, you don't understand. Don't say. And heavyweight boxer, you guys know him. And if you rewind your video back, you will see that fighter, that the only guy that a boxer got scared of him and he walked off the ring.
Yeah.
But I remember that, man. That's funny. Efe Ajagba, number 3 ranked WBC fighter, former WBC silver heavyweight champion, still with the belt. You know how other boxing things go. He just made his Saudi Arabia debut 2 weeks ago, Riyadh season, and the first time he fought outside the shores of the United States of America, where he's been and where he trains. And he's no other person than Efe Ajagba, the silent roller.
God bless. Thank you for having me here.
Silent roller. I'm going to say it. Efe, welcome to ASN Sports TV.
Be here with me, you know.
As I tell you, I mind the one raw. You know, this interview we done both for Pidgin, we'll speak Pidgin, Sean. If I speak in local dialect, I go speak and Sean. But then we'll keep on for speaking. That fight against Martin Bakole, let's start from there first of all. The battle of who is the best heavyweight in Africa, right? And that fight was ruled a majority draw. Walk us through how you felt when that result was announced.
I mean, to be honest, I felt very shocked because to me, I want all the ones. I'm like for round 1 to round 6, but round 7, you know, that's when I thought the fight was like 12-round fight. Even though I didn't hear the announcement that the announcer, you know, said it's going to be 10-round fight. This bar is going to be 10-round, but I was not paying attention to the
ring announcer.
Exactly. So I was not paying attention, you know. So I just focused on the fight. My mind was on the fight. So anything they say outside, like I don't even want to hear it. I just want to focus on the fight. I just want to fight. I go there, I fight the fight because normally that fight was like 3 o'clock or Sunday early morning. It's not like Saturday.
Yeah, so because of time difference between America
and Saudi. Even though because of the SLSC, he went to New York. They fight for New York for May 2nd. Then Garcia and Divieri and some other fighters like Giovanni Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez, yeah.
Yeah, so they fought in New York.
Is it Teofimo Lopez? He won that fight.
He won that fight. So that fight, the SLS was there. So they fought May 2nd. We fought May 3rd.
Oh.
So they kind of shot. So he was in New York.
So he can fly back.
He can fly back to
Saudi Arabia.
To Saudi Arabia. But that's why they move.
They changed the time a little bit.
They changed the time a little bit. They move it to Sunday early morning so that I can make it.
Did the time change kind of affect?
Yes, affecting me because at that time, before my team, my coach, they knew like we're going to fight Sunday early morning. So we got to make adjustment to train for that time. So that's what we did. So that's why you see most of the pictures I post on my social media, when I lie down on the floor, I was so exhausted.
And the jet lag also.
The jet lag, exactly.
Flying almost 18 hours.
Yeah, from I was so exhausted.
Houston to Germany to the Middle East.
So, going to that fight is making it draw. Like, I knew I won the fight. I already knew I won the fight because the only time they give me the fight because of the draw is because I went to the rope. I just want to feel the punches, I just want to be entertained. I just want to have fun.
You want to entertain your fans.
Because moving around the ring, they think the fight is going to be bored. If I move all throughout, win the fight, they'll say, I'll keep one. So. But at the same time, I was like, this guy is big, he has big stomach, stuff like that. Even when I try to punch in the body, it's like his stomach is all over the place. I have to be honest. That's why I was like, no space.
So somewhere in the 3rd round, I saw you gave him like over the top, shot. You gave him a combination that wobbled him. Yeah. I was thinking Efe should go for the finish. Why didn't you go for the kill?
I mean, this guy he can take punch. To be honest, it's not everybody going to knock. Not everybody going to knock out. it's not every time you're going to knock somebody out. So sometimes you got to.
So he got the chain to take
exactly,
punch.
you know, you take punch, you know. But at the same time, it's like, this guy, even though he see the punch coming, but he kind of bring his head down like a little bit
Just to cushion
just to take the punch.
Take the punch.
But the only way where you know somebody out is when you just see the punch.
Yeah, when you better get caught.
When you just see the punch. When you just see the punch coming, that's when you're going down because you didn't see it coming. Even that punch and hit me on the rope, I saw it coming.
So you are prepared.
Prepared for that punch. Yes, I saw it coming when he hit me on the rope side on the left hook. I saw the punch coming because
around round 8, he had you on that rope. You know, some combinations. I was like, Efe, what are you doing, man? Get out from that rope. I see if you can hear me. But your coaches, your corner, they were telling you, get off the rope.
Yeah, I hear everything they're saying. I hear everything, but it's the same time. It's like, how am I going to get out from the rope? But you can't expect me to get out from the rope at that moment.
At that moment, you got to fight your way out.
Yeah, I need to find my way out. But that's exactly what I did because sometimes I have to either I grab him or I find my way out. But at the same time, I call it, it's very fast.
Yeah.
To be honest,
even though you're like 300 pounds.
Exactly, it's fast. It is hand, But I'm trying to make calculation. To be honest, this guy Storm is all over the place. Oh god damn! Like,
if he passed my own,
Storm is all over the place. Like, even though I throw the body shots, like it's not working.
And because the Tommy help him to also absorb punch.
Exactly, it's not like absorb punch, but there's no space when you come closer. Listen, my hand is long, so it's like even though I try to punch, but his punching is very accuracy.
Yeah,
even though I try to punch, even though I try to punch,
he counter punches.
Yeah, exactly. So but although I still find my way out, I just turn around, started boxing move, He doesn't like when fighter moves. He doesn't like it, but that's my game plan because I already know since I've been watching his clip for the beginning. I've never seen Martin Bakole fought somebody like move. He always go toe to toe.
Yeah, he goes by when he fought Gerald Anderson.
Yeah,
he stood, with Gerald. He's bigger than Gerald. He's more experienced than Gerald.
Exactly. He's not even have a height. Like big heavyweight.
He's bigger than Gerald. I think that was kind of a mismatch. Even though Gerald is heavyweight though.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, it's like a mismatch. I think he met his match in you and in Parker. So the way Bakole fought was.
I know that's coming. I was expect that fight. I know that's coming because that's how I fight. He's a bully man, I like to
bully in the ring.
Exactly. I like to chase you, So when I started using my feet, it's very difficult for me. Now I've exposed him
to other
boxers. I've exposed him because nobody has never seen like you see the way I fight back, the way I move back, I fight. And nobody has ever seen me like that.
Yeah.
Fought like that.
Yeah, I watched that. I was like, there's something new about Efe right now. I can see more movement, more mobility. And I think that's also good. More movement, more mobility.
Mm-hmm.
When they announced that fight majority draw, I saw disappointment in your face. How do you mentally recover from such a controversial result and move on and move forward to the next fight?
But even though they want to do the rematch, but to be honest with you, my team, they say there's no need for the rematch because I won the fight. It's clear that I won the fight. Like I won from round 1 to round 6. The guy only won 3-1.
So round 1 to round 6, almost 60% of the round is gone.
Exactly. So I won from round 1 to round 6. I won almost half of the rounds. Almost half of all the fight rounds. Past half. So he won 3-1. So how possible is going to be draw?
Yeah.
So, okay, one judge scored for me 96-94. The 2 judges scored draw. So what about the 96-94?
What happened to it?
Exactly.
It have been a split decision.
Supposed to be 2-1.
Split decision.
But they just make it 5 draw for what? I just know that it's politics because the SLSE is Martin Bakole favorite fighter. But I feel bad at the same time. It's like I proved them wrong because for the beginning they thought like I'm going to lose.
Yeah, they thought Martin Bakole
they thought I'm going to lose. Martin Bakole will knock me out. The first one I was like, Remember, I told him like small body, big engine.
Yeah, during the
Press conference.
Yeah,
Because he was saying like I have small body. I said, well, it doesn't matter. It's not about size. It's about mind. It's about smart
technique,
at the heart.
strategy.
That's what I did. So, but right now I move forward to the big fight. Since we make the fight for draw, because I wish I win the fight. That's going to be big opportunity for me.
You, yeah, to land a title shot.
Title shot, exactly. But now, since the fight is drawn, but it kind of like they have to give me a chance to fight somebody else. But I put myself like I'm ready for what title fight. You know what I mean? So I just say, okay, I want the winner between Usyk and Daniel Dubois because the fight was July. Whoever won that fight, that's what I'll go for. So that's when I said on after the fight. That's when I told him like, this is the fight I want.
So have they? Is there any indication that that may happen?
I mean, of course they may happen because my team. All we need to do is just sit down and watch that fight. The fight that Usyk and Daniel Dubois. Let's see what's going to happen in that fight because everybody keeps saying like Usyk going to lose. Usyk is going to lose.
I don't think Usyk.
Do you think Usyk is going to lose that fight?
I don't think he'll lose to Daniel.
Exactly. So that's what I said. Like, there's no way he could.
I don't think he'll lose to Daniel Dubois. I don't think so. Usyk is a fighter that grew through all the ranks in boxing.
Exactly.
So all the ranks and he got to heavyweight. So I don't think he's gonna lose that fight. In that fight against Bakole, you show a lot of resilience. The timing was accurate. Your strategy was top notch. Did you make any mid-fight adjustment when you saw how Martin Bakole was coming at you with pressure and all that?
I was not feeling pressure because I've seen that pressure before. You remember the fight against Ali Demirezin, the Turkish guy, Ali Demirezin. You see the way I move. It's the same way because I got pressure. That guy never go back.
He come forward.
He come forward all the time.
Yeah, Bakole doesn't back up, but
Bakole go back a little bit.
A little bit, but
he go back a little bit. The reason why I go back a little bit because he fed my punch. He fed it.
No, I don't. If I come forward,
exactly. He fed it because remember when he fought Gerard Darcy, when Gerard Darcy threw multiple punches, he don't feel it. But just imagine if I throw those punches on Martin Bakole.
You will not. He will.
He will gas out everything. But the punch is those punches not accuracy when it comes to Gerard Darcy doing a punch. Those punches it's not strong.
It wasn't a strong punch.
Yeah, but even though it's a combination punch, it's like you touch it, you just get a point. But it's not hurting him.
I think Bakole's experience was what won him that fight. Gerard was inexperienced. He exposed Gerard and deficiencies in that fight. In terms of his defense, in terms of his mobility and all that. Yeah. Even though Gerard is heavyweight, Bakole is way more experienced. When
you talk about experience, like Martin Bakole doesn't have experience, to be honest. He's a bully man. He's just like to fight forward. He doesn't have a game plan.
That's his experience,
No, which experience? Because when Martin Bakole is like the only thing he doesn't have a game plan. All he does is just go forward. Let me punch him. That's it. He doesn't have a game plan. Like he doesn't even know what to do. Until when he went to this corner, over the corner, the trainer doesn't even know what to do. He just tell him like, do this, do this. Even my trainer told me like, move your feet, fight smart. But they tell others, they already know I'm smart. You understand? They already know I'm smart.
That fight smart means a lot of things.
It means a lot of things, exactly. But they don't tell Martin Bakole that because he's not smart. He just go there and do a thing.
Bully fighters,
do because of the weight of the size, stuff like that, But at the same time, like everybody keeps saying, like, is he punching hard? I'm not saying it's not punching hard, but he punch those wide punches. He hurt. Those punches that wild. Those punches, of course, it gonna be hurt. With that 10-ounce glove, it's gonna be hurt. Of course.
You guys had a 10-ounce glove.
Yes, that's what we fight. 10-ounce glove because normally it's sparring. I use a 20-ounce glove
during sparring.
During sparring, 20 ounces. Some people use 16. And I told her, why you going to use 16 when I use 20?
So which one makes the punch
Because like the reason why we use 20 hours is not to hurt fighters in sparring.
Yeah, sparring. Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's more padded. It got more pads.
It's big, you know. But at the same time, like some people want to use 60 hours to spar me heavyweight. I was like, if you use 16, let me use 16.
During this fight, who did you spar?
DBD. DBD is the only fighter. He's the only fighter in Vegas that spar me all the time. DBD is the only fighter that does step back. He always there to spar me all the time. He's a very good speed fighter. He got speed, he got movement. He's a cruiserweight, but he try to move out to heavyweight. He's moving out here to come up with heavyweight. DBD is the only fighter that can give me sparring for round 1 to round 10. DBD. So that's the only person that give me sparring when I was in Vegas. I spar Fisher. He came to Vegas to spar me. Oh man, he doesn't like a hit.
You know, during sparring, it kind of
it's different for fight.
It's different for fight, but some spar partners take it too serious.
It depends. It depends who you spar. It depends if they're too serious. But this Fisher guy, man, the way he spar is very awkward.
How?
Because the way I move, I make him awkward. He love to fight toe to toe, but I don't give him that chance. I just move. He doesn't like. That's what I'm saying. All those big fighters, they don't like to chase fighters that move a lot.
Because it drains their energy.
Exactly.
You know?
They don't move like that because they're just big. They just want to fight toe to toe with the big size. I want to fight toe to toe with you when I have big size.
Well, why do Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder gas out easily in the fight?
That's the thing. He believes on his one hand. That's the problem. He believes on his one hand. He doesn't use other tools. The method tools that Wilder use is the one hand.
Waiting for that one.
Yes, that's it. Is the one I believe on the one hand, and that's what killing Wilder right now, because Wilder has been using like 1-2 to stop the fight, to knock people out.
And when he go past some like 4-5 rounds,
yeah, he get tired. But that's exactly what Tassifuyu did to him. Because Tassifuyu use the size, use boxing IQ, he move, he use the jab, he use the boxing, skills to beat Wilder, because he believe Wilder. He already see Wilder's strategy because it's his one hand. Wilder don't have nothing above for this one hand. If you avoid this one hand, it's gone.
It's gone.
So that's what exactly Tassifuyu did to Wilder. Because if you look at this fight against Luis Ortiz, Luis Ortiz is just, I want to say, because Luis Ortiz is supposed to win that fight. It's politics. That fight where Luis Ortiz almost knocked Wilder out. The time, it never reached.
The counting.
The time not reached. So they just closed the time so that Wilder will recover for wasted time.
I mean,
because it's America, because the fight in America, they don't want Cubas to take over. Yeah, so that's boxing for you.
But why is that in boxing? Because now, your fight, a judge scored you won on his own card.
And the other one is a draw.
And the other two judges is draw. So how did it not become a majority draw?
Exactly, that's the thing.
A lot of fans think that the judges got the call wrong. Because I pulled up, I did my research and saw the scorecard.
Yeah.
I said, what about this one that was scored in favor of Efe? 96-94.
96-94.
What about that count?
I mean, that's to tell you that it's politics. What can I do? Because I train hard for this fight. To be honest with you, I train hard like 3 months. I spar every day.
That was your Saudi Arabia debut.
Yes.
And it seems now that boxing, let me say combat sports, has gone to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Because they have the money.
Mm-hmm.
They have the facility.
Yeah.
And the drive and to see Saudi and all that, bring people to Saudi Arabia. And you made your Saudi debut. I mean, how does it feel?
I mean, yeah. But, normally before the fight supposed to be in New York.
Madison Square Garden.
Yes. That fight supposed to be in New York. But Martin Bakole fight Joseph Parker is the one that rule everything. It's supposed to be IPF eliminator. IPF eliminator.
The one
Yes.
with Parker.
No.
The one with Bakole.
The one I was supposed to fight Martin Bakole on IBF in New York.
IBF in New York.
IBF eliminator.
That was when I asked you that time, remember?
Yes. But he foolishly took that fight to fight Joseph Parker. He thought he was going to win. On 1 day notice.
Nah, he wasn't gonna do.
Because that fight ruined everything. He got knocked. He's supposed to get suspended.
Then he got knocked out.
He got knocked out. He's supposed to get suspended. 6 months suspended. Without fight, without training. But he still came back and to fight me. I was like, why is all this like? It don't make sense.
When you get Abraham for,
It's just okay. Like me, I'm the one deserving. I'm supposed to win that fight. I deserve it because Martin Bakole took that fight short notice. You're supposed to prepare for IBF eliminator.
So they don't want him to have a double loss back to back.
Exactly, back to back because they want him
to his heavyweight, prospect. They want him to fight for title.
Yeah, because they put Martin Bakole as a threat. They want to put Martin Bakole as a threat. If he lose, it's no threat.
Yeah, I think they call him the boogeyman of
the bully man.
I
told them it's not the bully man. I told them it's not the bully man. Who you talk about? It's not the bully man. It's like boogeyman or bully man. Boogeyman.
It's the boogeyman of heavyweight.
Yeah, boogeyman. Like you come there, you want to boogie everybody. Who you want to book? Those fighters that are going toe to toe with Martin Bakole, they're not smart enough.
I think Parker also showed people that this guy can be knocked down.
I mean,
can be knocked out.
To be honest, Martin Bakole not trained for that fight.
He's not trained for that fight.
Exactly. And if you look at it this way, I'm not blaming him because I blame him at the same time because he took the fight. Even the team, they accept the fight because it's the money.
Yeah, the money.
The money, even though the money is safe. But you can't take this way. Joseph Parker trained,
for
prepared.
That fight.
Prepare. It's not even train for you. Train for Danny Dubois. For you, another strategy, you can't come say you flew from Congo to Saudi Arabia with jet lag. Come on, man. That's even that jet lag self. That jet lag is not going to affect them because you take punch from your skull.
You'll be disoriented.
Exactly, because you not recover. For the travel, all that stuff, you not recover. So that's the whole thing. But at the same time, he took the fight and they gave him money, stuff like that. But he foolishly took that fight because to me, if it is me, I will not take that fight.
Yeah, reputation is at stake.
Because I'm looking for eliminator fight. Because that eliminator fight, you take it to the world title. Why you want to take that money? If you fight eliminator fight, win. You prepare for world title fight.
And you make more money.
Make more money, exactly. It's not smart.
Than taking the peanut, get knocked out.
You get knocked out. Even the peanuts, even that money we collect, not the peanuts safe. But compared to title fight, it's a peanut. You understand? It's a peanut. But that money we collect, it's not a peanut for me.
It's a peanut.
But compared to what title fight, it's not a peanut. I mean, it's a peanut.
It's a peanut to what fight?
Title fight.
How much you make if you fight for the championship.
If you fight for what title, they're going to give more money. Times 5 of that money. But he doesn't think that. He tell because a boogeyman, he will beat everybody for just 1 day notice.
Had it been he beat Joseph Parker, what could have happened?
Exactly. That's the thing. It's going to be another story.
It'll be a different story.
Exactly.
For 1 day. But in combat sports, if you don't train, you have to go through training camp. I remember in UFC when Kamaru Usman and Jorge Masvidal, Masvidal took that fight on a 6 days notice, thinking he's going to win. Usman knocked him out. Straight up. Because Usman had been training for his opponent that Masvidal, replaced. So he knocked Masvidal out. So in combat sports, combat sport is different. Endurance,
you have to spar,
endurance, strategy, mentality, and all that type of stuff. So if you didn't go through that training camp to get yourself, acquainted with all that,
prepare, yes.
you won't. I don't see any magic will happen.
Because over these fights, since we make the fight for Joe, Martin Bakole, he always have excuses. I don't understand. Like he said, he doesn't. He said, okay, if you want to do the match, go to cut the weight. There's no okay. If you want to cut, if you don't want to cut the weight, how much you weigh for this fight?
You weigh
You weigh
200 pounds.
almost 300 pounds. You weigh 299.
You weigh 240.
I weigh 240. Because me, I train hard. I run 6 miles, 5 miles, 4 miles. You don't run.
No, you no go fear. I want to run.
I sprint.
I want to run.
Exactly. So,
I can't do belego.
that's what I'm saying. They think like fighters they run, even sometimes fighters they run a lot.
Yeah, to build.
They run a lot to build their stamina, build their legs, build their core.
His leg did not match his core.
Exactly.
Big size on the upper region.
And the leg is small.
It's small.
Small. That's the thing. Even this guy, Daniel Dubois, the same thing. He's big for horse, small for down. So yeah.
But you sick all round. You sick not be like that.
You sick is everything.
It's everything.
Everything. Even the same thing with me. My leg big past my body.
Yeah. I think it also comes to body structure, genetics, and
the food,
training, the food, all that
fitness. Look at the size of the weight. Okay, you fight Gerardas, you weigh 300 pounds. You fight Gerardas, you weight, is it 300 pounds or 380 something pounds? But you fight Joseph Parker, 300 pounds. Then you fight me 299. Are you saying you train? You even went to Saudi Arabia before me. You went. Yes, you went to Saudi Arabia a week before I start coming. You were there for a week before I come to Saudi Arabia. You were fully prepared. So what's your excuse? Like you keep saying like you want to cut weight for the anytime we fight rematch, you want to cut your weight. It doesn't bother me. If you cut your weight, I go add weight.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
If you cut weight, I go add weight.
Before you go cut weight 240.
Yeah, I want to cut the weight to 240. You never reach 240. You never reach 277.
If you cut 240, you go let him sick.
You know if it. You know if you cut it 270. It's not possible. That guy will like food.
So now looking at heavyweight, you now have Daniel Dubois, you have AJ, you have Usyk, yourself. That's it. I think he has retired.
He's coming back. What do you mean retire? Retire care.
But he said he retired.
No, retire care. He's just have a time to spend time with his family. He's been fighting for long now. Come on. If now maybe that's free, I would do the same thing. Retire, come back. This is not the first time I keep doing this. When he fight Klitschko, Vladimir Klitschko,
he retired and came back.
He retired, came back. So I wish he beat Usyk.
I didn't know he will retire for that.
You know, he go keep the bet. He go use that to stress everybody. I know Tassifi's strategy. Oh God damn it! But I like Asha.
The Gypsy King.
The TV say, this is why I like Asha be this. If he get out all the bet, he go scatter all the bet again. I want to like Tassifi. He go scatter all the bet. If you win those bets, he go scatter them just like he did for Vladimir Klitschko. He scatter all the bet before Joshua get all of the bet now.
Everybody hold the bet one more.
One. That's just Joshua got collect like 2
5 people.
He can't fight Joseph Parker. One bet was Joseph Parker. Oh, one on a WBO.
He collect them.
He can't fight Charles Martin. Charles Martin who IPF.
He collect
that one. So the WBC snap wider.
But yeah, but that to me, that's cool because if one person have that belt,
it's gonna be difficult.
It make the division a little bit boring.
Exactly.
But if the belt is in different boxes, on the different boxes,
put all of them on the map.
Yes, you fight different boxes and you get it. Then you fight the division.
Yeah. Tassifi done that before.
Yeah, you fight the champion.
He done that before because he beat Vladimir Klitschko. Because delay. No one fight the rematch. delay the rematch. He can't go take job.
Yeah.
He can't go take job so that at the dope because say he test positive. He do all these things. He do all those things for positive.
See, hold the belt.
Yeah, still hold the belt. But at the same time, like if you don't fight him, they're going to strip all the belt.
Yeah, you hold.
So they strip all the belt. So and then when they strip all the belt, it tell they say he don't hold those belt before. Not be today. say don't hold those bets before. Now you hold those bets. Now cut it beat one that collect WBC. Say all the bet that collect. Say now this one I be the WBC complete on. But I be say you unify the bet.
He just won win all the belts.
All the bets.
Now he won WBC. Okay, I've completed my heavyweight Grand Slam.
Exactly. So now that bet, 1935 U6. If not for the Turkish SLS,
Yeah.
the fight will not happen with U6. And the money they put, now be the fight happen for history. History. This fight never happened before. If I say now Fakwere, Dezion, and Top and they call sponsor this fight, the fight not go happen.
God, those
because the money those people project, they're not go figure on.
No figure out.
So now this Turkish guy, the SLS is now come make the fight. They interesting.
But that man like boxing shot.
Yeah, so that's why the fight happen.
That man like combat sports.
Of course, because now they try to beat Dana White. Dana White for into boxing.
But I think that Dana White has I told you,
yeah.
You know, but Dana White is cheap. You know, he's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he want to bring in that silly attitude he has in UFC to boxing, where he don't pay his fighters well.
Yeah, it depends because I'm not gonna blame him because why? You have to look at this way because you have to have a lawyer for the fight to look at. Sometimes TVs they pay fighters. TVs they pay. How when I say yeah, TVs. Most of the fighters they don't know say TVs they pay for all those TV stations. They pay money now, but those money they don't get them back. They don't get us for their purse. Now the fight money, the ticket money, those ones now the fighters to take, but the TV money they don't go there. That's why it's good to have a lawyer to go to the
contract. Yeah.
Because those sport lawyers now they know the details.
They know the clause, they know whether they hire some people say.
Yeah. So those are the things you gotta look on, you know. People lose man, they desire. They get all those lawyers to look on. That's how they make their money. But I believe say Francis Ngannou will not get on. But at least you get loose man.
Usman by your side.
Yeah, by your side. You're supposed to answer this guy question. You are everywhere.
But I think at that time, Ngannou was looking for their platform. You know, say, look at like this now. I enter America. Because okay, this job day or this one day. You know what, guy? I just want to survive. Man, I just do this one. I don't care what you understand. Yeah. Remember, I just do this one. I think that what happened to Ghana. And when he started realizing his worth and he can do so much more better, he already signed the contract. He said, you know what, I'm going to fight out this fight, but I'm not going to renew. If all these things are wanted, it's not meant.
Yeah, that's why I left.
He now left.
Yeah, so I mean, when you leave, you got to come back with another strategy.
They're like, oh, he fumbled the bag. Then I wanted him to fight John Jones for $8 million or $5 million. 3 fights for how many fights? Not even 1 fight for that. No, that's not cool.
Oh, for those fights when he went to boxing.
Before he went to PA, he wanted to go to boxing, but then I said no, he can't go to boxing, But he wants to go and box. That's where the money is. Because fighters have lifespan.
Of course.
Highest, you fight 10 years. Or 15 years. How much longer will you be taking punches? I'm asking you now.
And it's a dangerous sport.
Yeah.
Elbows, kicking, all that. Oh, no.
Like you as a boxer now, how much longer do you think you can be taking punches?
I mean, it depends on I don't know, because sometimes it's not everybody go to receive punch. Like Martin Bakole now, this is the punch that I've been received all my life. Martin Bakole punch.
Yeah, because I was in your 2 fight in Tahoe. That guy didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
In Corpus Christi, the guy he tried, but he didn't do anything at all. Exactly, he did not. He did not.
Yeah,
so,
but Martin Bakole punch is the only punch. He's the only guy that punched me with aggressive punch. But I still take the punch and I still came back. Stood my feet. But it's just that I have a heart.
Yeah.
I have a heart. I have the heart. I have the
As we only
knowledge.
boy, why not get the heart?
Anybody that don't have heart, if you receive that punch, you go first froze.
Yes, now. First of all, sometimes they watch fight and go see boxers, they go see the fight, they punch, they come. They will scream like this. The punch go enter, they go fall.
Yeah, but I see that I see that coming, but there's a lot of pressure before the fight. There's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, I know how to handle pressure. Even my wife.
Build up to the fight. What were the pressures that you faced built to the fight?
I mean, like for the beginning, I have a lot of pressure because Martin Bakole fought Gerard Darcy. He fought Carlos Canton, the Cameroon fighters.
Yeah.
Then he fought Tony Yoka, beat Tony Yoka. So I was like, how am I going to beat this guy? Because I'm not going to go toe to toe with this guy. You know what I mean? So me and my coach and my team, we came up with strategy. Because sometimes, we train, we always play. There's a TV on the ring, so we always play
like clip. But his clip from his fight to see how he moves.
I punch because the only thing that we get, the only strategy we got for Martin Bakole, when my coach took, he said he doesn't punch with the feet. Martin Bakole, exactly, he doesn't move his feet.
He doesn't move his feet, he's punching, yeah.
Yeah, he stayed there when he punch. Even though, because that's the strategy, that's the first thing that my coach told me, he doesn't move his feet when he punch. So all you got to do is move. When you move, it's going to make it difficult for him to punch.
For him to punch.
That's exactly what we did in that
And you did that. I watched that.
Because say I do something like making hold his ankle.
Let's say in leg one.
And I pointed to him you see there, I'm gonna fuck you up. But at the same time, those strategies, that's my game plan. We work on the game plan from camp. I spar every day.
How many weeks training camp?
3 months.
Wow, 90 days. Wow.
3 months. That 3 months, I spar every day. No break. Monday to Friday, every day sparring. Just to condition my body with different people, not just one person, different spar partners. I spar like 2 Kubas, Kuba Sapos. I spar DBD, spar other guys, free shot too. Every day. Condition my body because I know this guy is a bully man because I want to
have that endurance.
Push me forward. Spar I just want to get multiple rounds for spar. Because at that beginning, they thought it's a 12-round fight. So I got to build
endurance
for that 12-round fight.
For 1 to 12.
1 to 12. So sometimes you spar 10-1, 8-1. It depends on how they feel. Because I punch hard. Sometimes they stop 6-1.
You punch hard.
So for sparring, they complain they hurt. Sometimes they don't want to spar the next day.
Yeah, I watch you hit the punching bag. Man, your punch push out that thing back. I went to Instagram, watch your training, watch you hit that punch, that bag, that sandbag. Man, that sandbag will move.
Yeah. But even my wife, the day before the fight, my wife was nervous. I said it's good to be nervous. It's natural. It's good to be nervous because at the same time, me as a fighter, that's what I've been nervous for all my life when it comes to fight.
Have your son watched you fight live?
I think so, because my son and my daughter, they with my grandparents, the grandparents.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they were going to put on the Zoom. I don't know. They watch the fight.
As they want to ask you, Daddy.
But kids, they don't know.
They don't understand.
Exactly. So they may not feel that tension. They may think this is a past fight, but not knowing
it's going on.
Exactly, it's going on. But even all my wife's family, tension, they're nervous. Everybody.
Yeah.
Even my mom, everybody, anxiety.
Yeah.
I
say this to anybody who is a fighter, any combat sports, any combat sports. Anybody that put on a glove and walk into either the octagon or the four square ring, that person is a warrior. I mean, because anything can go wrong. I've seen a fight whereby the fighter, after that fight, he was never himself again, became a vegetable. He lost all the power, ability to use his hand, he became paralyzed. So anything can happen. So anybody that I see that does combat sports, I give them my respect because I can't do it.
Because, to be honest, it's not the fight. It's not even the fight. The fight is easy.
Is it training? Is it training camp?
The training camp is harder than the fight.
The discipline, to discipline yourself so that
you have to stay out of injury because the training camp, because the training usually comes from training.
See, I'm not, you say you won't give me drink. I say you get alcohol. You say you need alcohol. How good that me I don't drink alcohol? I'm shy.
You never see alcohol in my house.
But how good you have you have one thing.
Because
so the discipline is where the work is.
Yeah.
So
my wife drink, but when my wife saw me don't drink alcohol, just stop. Because you kind of look at it this way, it's helping the body.
Yeah, it's helping the body.
It's helping the body. All I drink is smoothie. Like I buy blenders. All those blenders where you go blend fruit. Those things go come out, those candles.
Yeah, you come out those, juicer.
I get them.
You don't wake. We've been talking since, boy. You just woke up.
Sleep.
So how have you been able to stay disciplined in the middle of all these things going on? You know, America lifestyle, Houston, Texas living, a heavyweight boxer, an athlete, a celebrity. You know, how do you stay disciplined?
It started from home. Where I came from. My family don't drink. I don't fight. I don't look for trouble.
Even we say sapele water. We say sapele water.
Sapele water. Bottle water around the Jiko. If you see me here, like right in this house, you see this bottle right there? I be using those bottles to cook.
Bottle water to cook.
Bottle water to cook. That's it. No tap water to cook. Never. Because the first I used tap water to cook, I got sick.
Yeah.
The day I came to America, I used tap water to cook. I got sick. Food poison. So my kids, and if I want to make tea, tap water. If I want to boil meat,
bottle water.
If I want to make tea, bottle water. Everything bottle water. Because that's how most time if I buy bottle water, they use like six bottle bag of water. I will load up inside truck. Kind of come out. That's how we do. That's why I stay disciplined because it started from home. I don't drink, even though I don't go to club. If my friends want to invite me for party and all that stuff, I will just tell them say I know they drink alcohol. If I come, I'm not gonna drink. No pressure, not put pressure on me. Because I want to stay disciplined. That's how I am today. Because like you can't invite me today and start giving me alcohol. I already told you before.
Yeah.
But if you say you want to drink alcohol, then I don't need to be there.
So when you quit boxing now, when you retire, when you finish your boxing.
Yeah, when I retire, I can drink a little bit. Not
that's social life.
Exactly, that's social life. But for now, as boxing athlete, let me leave that for now. I already told my wife when I retire, I can. To be honest, I can smoke weed. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Smoke now, because I live my life.
But now
for boxing,
it's different.
It's different.
That's your job.
Exactly. But right now, I got kids to take care of.
Got this little man here to take care of.
Exactly. So it's like, why am I drinking this stuff? Just to kill my system. And sometimes when you train hard, when you drink alcohol, you try to train hard, you go vomit.
Yeah. So let's talk about your ring entrance. Efe Money, that his song.
Yes. This is not the first time.
Yeah, I was in Tahoe.
Exactly.
I was in Corpus Christi.
Yes.
So
I think, is it Tahoe? Tahoe,
Tahoe, Nevada, yeah.
Yeah, Tahoe, yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't come
from Corpus Christi. Yeah, he was in Tahoe. Let's talk about that song.
Yeah.
what inspiration did that song give? Because I was watching when you were singing, and all those slides was at the back. Yeah. The camera has now zoomed you in. I saw the focus. You're not in your head.
Yeah. But you know, I'm just here for the fight. But you know, the music is a vibe.
The vibe.
It's a vibe.
Is it from home?
Yeah, you know, it's telling me where I came from. Yeah. The music is telling me I came from Efe Ajagba, and you know, you have the same namesake.
Yeah,
Efe, you know, so those things is motivating me. Like, you know what, gotta put everything on the fire. You know, let me focus. If I can see my face, I'm not laugh.
The camera is in your face.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm not calling a company.
People think that you're not a judge. People think if people look at your face from a distance, they will have these two notions.
Yeah.
I think you don't laugh, you're not friendly.
When it comes to ring, when it comes to fight.
In the fight.
Yes.
But they don't know that you are the most friendly and chill person.
Outside of the ring.
Outside the ring.
Yes. That's who I am. I'm very gentle. I'm very, you know, I'm a very cool guy, you know. I love people, you know, laugh with people. But when it comes to inside the ring,
you're a different person.
I'm a dangerous man.
Does a different personality come out when you're inside the ring?
Inside the ring,
exactly. You know, they call it alter ego. just like musicians, you know, during concerts, the moment they climb that stage with 50,000 people watching, they are a different person.
They are a different person. But yeah.
Once they come down from stage,
it's the vibe. Yes, different people. It's the vibe. Yeah, like, you know, when it comes to music, all that stuff, you gotta bring everything in you. You know, just to do like performance. You know, so that's exactly what I did, because if it didn't work, I was like, you know, this is because this fight right here is like, it's a life changer.
It's a big fight.
It's a life changer.
Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia, oil money, everything is a big fight.
Yeah, because that's like I said before, it's a lot of pressure, because this fight is a life changer.
And fighting outside the US, people, a lot of other people will watch that fight.
Yeah,
you know, on the world stage.
Like I'm here to make.
We're about to make bottle for this baby. You know, this is part of Efe Ajagba. You know, so let's see how he make his bottle for his son. You know, for this little man right here. Yeah. So I'm gonna be off the camera for a minute, but you still be hearing my voice. You know, so let's see how he make that. Let's see how he makes that. Yeah. You know, he's a boxer, he's a father too, so playing dual role.
I love my kids. I don't play with my kids.
You know, playing dual roles.
I'll make sure I give them what they want. That's what I'll be fighting for.
Yeah.
Battle. Okay.
So after each fight, does your mom call you and ask you, "My son, how are you?"
Yeah, they come to see, you know, those punches I've been receiving. They tell me I'm okay.
Yeah.
I told them like, I'm okay, I'm good. This is not the first time, you know. I've been fighting like since amateur days, you know. You're not gonna tell me like it's no boxer. I'm not gonna receive punch.
No, you don't receive punch.
You know, so we both receive punch.
But after you go to hospital, you know, get checked out.
Checked out, you know. Even the doctor, they checked me out, but I was okay. But even though the face sore, you know, but it's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal. You know? Yeah, because we condition ourselves in the training. So when it comes to the fight, because it's 10 hours glove is different. The glove that we used to spar is different from fighting gloves.
Fighting gloves.
Yes, so that's the only thing. But when they call me, I was like, I'm okay, you know. But at the same time, after the fight, like go social places, like, you know, where people see me and say, you look handsome. Like, why your face not bruised and stuff like that? Like, I was like, what do you expect? Why my face to be bruised as well? It's not like they tabbed me, took off my face. It's not a knife.
We have seen a fight where a boxer face is messed up.
Messed up, yeah. I mean,
messed up. More swollen, eyes, hair, cut, everything. But after 2 days, when you see them,
their face changed. Because they went to the hospital, you know, give them medication, you know, give them medication. You know, when you take medication, it heal fast. The medication it make them heal fast. You know.
So I'm going to ask, you have two boys now. Which of them really want to be a boxer? If they want to be a boxer?
My kids. No, none of them.
Why?
I don't know. To be honest, it's the one. There's one thing I don't want it to be a boxer is the height. I don't want to be a boxer for the beginning, but I don't have a choice. I choose to be a boxer because where we came from.
Yeah, we come from.
Where we came from, but here in America,
there are a lot of opportunities.
Exactly, like basketball, you know, because
basketball.
my son is big, tall. So why am I going to allow him to do boxing? Whether it's basketball, I'm going to put him in the basketball academy, you know.
Yeah.
Stuff with it. My daughter. I don't know about my daughter because the way she is now, she's going to be tall, but I want her to play basketball too. But whatever decision they have to themselves,
you
they
support
want
them.
But I don't want to do boxing, to be honest. But if they choose boxing, I will say no.
But if it's your boy, say that's
yeah, this
is what I want to do.
But sometimes I may not have a choice, but I will just give them a bit of advice. That's the only thing I'm going to do.
The one about America is this: a lot of you have the NFL, you have the American football, you have baseball, you have basketball, you have
yeah. But basketball is good for my oldest son, especially this one too, you know. But for my daughter, because my wife said it's going to be good for track and field, I said that's good for me.
No, the only thing is to expose them to several of those sports, and now at the end of it, they'll now narrow down to the one that they love.
Yeah. But my son loves basketball because he always go to basketball training. They will go to basketball training tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, they will go basketball. I have a child at 9 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow. So we'll go there, you know, just to practice basketball. Even though they don't know how to play.
But at least to get a feel and have that knowledge at this very, very young age. That's good.
So you know, because when I box, my dad tried to stop me for boxing, but not really stop me for boxing because there is a reason why he tried to stop me for boxing. Because I left the job. I can't do things at the same time. It's too hard for me. So I left the job to make the boxing easy for me.
Easy for you.
But I can't do things. It's hard. It's difficult. So when I left the job, go to boxing. That's when my dad get angry because my dad don't work. Got stroke, so I'm the one providing.
So like, how are you going to leave the job?
How am I going to leave the job?
How are you going to provide?
How are you going to survive? So I understand from my dad perspective side because he want me to work, but at the same time, like I don't have time.
You have to follow your passion.
So you know, when he came to the stadium, I trained. They explained to my coach, told my coach to not to allow me to train here because I left my job. I quit my job.
African.
So my coach told my dad, like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a schedule. It's understandable, but at the same time, like, when we wrote that time, that's when we, you know.
So we're going to wrap up.
Yeah.
So a lot of your fans that want that fight against Bakole and all that, and they want to know what next in any fight lined up for you. You know, after that fight, you know, what next coming from Efe Ajagba in terms of, you know, get a title shot and all that.
Yeah, you know, but right now my hand hurt.
Yeah, okay, you still.
Yeah, my hand hurt, so I need to see the doctor, you know, to check it out. This place, to check it out, you know. So it's not that serious, but even when I heard this tempo, you know, it hurt. So I need to check it out because this is a big fight. My next fight is going to be a big fight, so I need to be, you know, prepared. You know, check my body first before I start training.
That next fight, I go there. I'll bring it to you guys. Efe, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you for opening your door and inviting me to your home, you know, one more time. And also for me to see this handsome man.